got closer at halftime?
Yeah, we just want to make sure that coming into the locker room, we had a good plan going in the second half. We practiced a lot of plays over the course of this past week, coming up to this trip that we took to Madison, and we wanted to make sure that all the plays we practiced throughout the week, we was able to bring out some of those in the second half and execute those to the best of our abilities.
Right in the middle, Michael.
David, throughout the week, people talked about the defense wanting to come out strong against an offensive line like Wisconsin's. What do you think allowed you guys to perform so well with 4 3-and-outs to start the game, and how much do you think that sort of zapped any momentum that they wanted to build early?
I mean, it's all based on our brotherhood. Our brotherhood, we believe in each other. So no matter who's across from us, we preach and faceless opponents. You know what I'm saying, nameless opponents. So as long as we got each other back, man, we're not really worried about whoever's opposed on the other side.
Stand in the middle, Brendan.
How do you feel for both of you? How do you feel about how your team punched back after Wisconsin's big drive to end this first half?
Again, man, it's a tribute to our brotherhood, man. We came to the locker room and we just said, like, let's not panic. We got each other back, and through ups and downs, like we really weren't worried. I knew the defense got offense back, offense got defense back.
Back left, John.
Hey David, what did you think of the way Dax played, especially there early in the third quarter, sort of setting the tone?
I mean, he's a baller, man. Y'all know what's up. It's Dax, man. So no surprise there, but we expect him to do that every game. So.
Front row, Chris.
Cornelius, I know you guys weren't talking a whole lot, thinking about Wisconsin and payback, but was that kind of on your mind a little bit for the way they got you guys the previous 2 years?
They did beat us the past 2 years. My freshman year and my sophomore year, they both came out of those games victorious. So, I mean, we really wanted to make sure we put a special emphasis on this one to come to their building and make sure we put something good on tape.
Cornelius, you mentioned working on things for the second half, but the flea flicker, when did you guys start working on that? Did you intend to work that in?
Yeah, the flea flicker is something we've been practicing throughout camp, even coming up, leading through fall camp in August, September, and then it's just something we had to bring it out of our bags. So we had to dig into our toolkit and take out a right tool for the right moment, and that one we were able to execute.
Back row, Austin.
Going into the fourth quarter, it looked like you guys really had fun with the jump around celebration. Is that something you guys had talked about? Was it spontaneous? Describe that moment.
That was crazy. I mean, to see that 80,000 fans in red, we was the only ones in that whole field who was wearing blue, just waving our flags around. I mean, we wanted to make sure that was our song, so we just embraced it. For coming in on a road environment, the lifestyle on the road is something we really take pride in, and we want to make sure that we came in and showed what we can do.
Back to Michael.
Cornelius, there's been a couple plays this year where you've gotten open on deep balls. What is it you think about your skill set that makes you valuable to the offense in that area?
That's something that me and the quarterbacks have been practicing and continue to work on, and we want to make sure that we continue to press and continue to get on the practice field and work on our deep balls and timing throughout the rest of the season going into our next games.
Standing, the right guys.
Cornelius, you went for a lot on fourth down early. Was there something you saw in Wisconsin, or was that trying to make a statement early?
That's some coach's decision. I don't. As a receiver, I don't decide if we go for it on fourth down. So that was up to Coach Harbaugh and the rest of our coaching staff.
But as an offensive player, when they show confidence in you, what does that mean?
It does show confidence that if Coach decided we were going to go for it, he wouldn't make us go for it on fourth down if he didn't think we were going to convert. So that definitely instills confidence in us as a program.
Time for a few more. We'll go with Aaron first.
For both of you, your teammates have talked about previous games not necessarily accomplishing anything. Do you feel like you accomplished something today with this victory?
We can't think that way. We have big goals, so you can't come one game and get all complacent because we have six, 7 more left. You know what I'm saying? It's just day by day, week by week. We can't be high-fiving each other thinking that we won a championship or something. We haven't done that yet.
Isaiah.
This one's for David. When we talked to some of your compatriots on the defensive line, they had said that this game was going to be kind of something of a measuring stick for going up against the offensive line. How do you feel like you guys stacked up, especially with your success?
Like I said, man, we really believe in ourselves. And it don't matter who's against us, nameless, faceless opponents. You know, we just go in there, have each other back, and ball up. That's all it is for us.
A couple more, we'll go to Chris and then Michael.
Just talk about how it felt to take the air out of that stadium and kind of take it over in the fourth quarter. Could you hear the Michigan fans?
Yeah, I mean, we looked up and we was able to see some of that maize and blue in there somewhere throughout those stands, and seeing that they travel with us, it just goes to show the great amount of support that we have back in Ann Arbor.
Michael?
Cornelius, after Ronnie got hurt, the coaches mentioned you and Roman Wilson as two players who could step forward. Roman put forth a really good game today. Can you sort of describe his growth over the last couple of weeks and what he's done to position himself to have the game he had today?
Yeah, I was really happy for Roman. Throughout all the ups and downs of his freshman year, coming to his sophomore year, he was finally able to get out there. And when your number's called and the ball's in the air, we want to put something on tape that shows what we can do to the best of our abilities. And seeing Roman do that, that's really special to see. I'm really happy for Roman Wilson.
Just a couple more, we'll go front right.
David, Hayden obviously has been getting the quarterback quite a bit early on this season. Did it feel good for the rest of the defense to kind of get involved a lot more today, get to the quarterback a few times?
Yeah, that obviously ups our confidence going on to further games. And like I said, everybody know what Aiden's about, you know. So it's on us to step up and you know help him out, but ultimately help the team. But it feels good to finally contribute to smacking the quarterback.
These two more, back left, Reiner.
Do you guys think that this game was indicative of the progress you guys have made in less than a year? I mean, just the fact that you beat up on a team that beat you at home last year.
I mean, we have a lot of respect for the Wisconsin program. I mean, they're always a good, tough team to come in, especially on the road with fans now. With all those however many fans I've had, there was definitely something that we've been stacking days. Like David said, it's day by day, and we want to make sure that going into our next opponent, one after that, we continue to get better. Because if we go in and really dissect the film, we can see a lot of corrections that we can do to improve as a team, score more points, stop them on defense, stuff like that. We got to make sure we go in there and nitpick and make sure we improve and not get too complacent.
Final question, Austin.
David, what was the key to the pressure you guys were able to generate on the quarterback today, and how did you feel like that changed the game?
It's just relentless effort and trusting what Coach Mack calls, because he's a genius, man. Anything, we trust whatever he calls, so it's just on us to go out there and execute. So we did that to the team and see what happens. So